I believe that art is a form of prayer and that artists are oracles sending divine messages out into the world. Hello, I'm Cenker. Welcome to Art and Soul. Hello, welcome to Art and Soul Talk Show. Today I'm here with Marketa Cenker. She came in from Berlin today to introduce her artworks and to talk a little bit about herself. I'm so excited to have her here in my gallery. She is a new member of my network, of my gallery network, Art Crafts 11. And we're going to find out a little bit about Marketa, and we're going to introduce some of her artworks that she brought here with her today. So, thank you for being here.
Thank you
Marketa.
for having me. It's so exciting to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, lovely. So, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Just, like a summary about you, what you do, and...
My name is Marketa. I come from Prague, and I live in Potsdam now, which is right next to Berlin. So, it has been 3 years now. And I grew up, studied in Prague, then left for the UK and lived there for 3 years. And then in 2020 moved to Germany because of COVID mostly, and also Brexit situation.
Yeah. So how long have you been in Germany for?
For 3 years.
3 years, okay. Lovely.
Yeah.
And so what did you study?
I studied law.
No, you're kidding?
Completely unrelated.
That's amazing. So how did you get into art? Because you create art is pretty professional. It looks pretty professional the way what you're creating. So how did you find this connection to art?
Well, basically I always had connection to art. That was my dream. My number one dream since I was a child was to become a painter. But since it is not a secure career path,
yes,
I took a safer road, and in the same time I tried to take courses and study and read books and develop also the painting techniques and artistic skills in the same time, so I can do hopefully both.
Okay, so you're self-taught, right? Okay.
Self-taught.
Well, you can't tell. I mean, if you're self-taught, doesn't mean that it's any lesser or it looks like you're not self-taught. It looks like you actually studied art, from your technique and the way you create your work.
That's amazing that you say that. Thank you so much.
I think you've heard that so many times.
I have invested a lot of effort into learning something about composition and about mixing colors, color theory. Yeah. And it is harder without school. So when somebody even hints that, like what you just said, it is huge for me. So thanks.
So, what sort of art do you create? What sort of art do you?
So mostly I mostly focus on landscapes. Like for example this one here.
Yeah.
My art is influenced by American school of tonalism and luminism.
Yeah.
I am trying to capture the moment in the nature and express sort of my love to the nature.
Right.
Like this moment when you are sitting somewhere and there is a moment which you think that you want to see forever or keep forever. I'm trying to capture it.
You try to capture moments.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's just the same like photography, capturing moments, but you're doing that on canvas. So
basically. But photography, it can do the same, but I'm also trying to play with textures there.
Oh, okay.
This is where I'm trying to be a little bit different because I find that the moment brings also feeling to it. And the feeling can be very much underlined with the possibilities which all painting provides. So what I'm doing, I'm using the technique of glazing.
Okay.
So when I am doing my underpainting, I'm purposefully trying to make as much texture as I can, like when the color is pouring down or the canvas is
I think the
stretched.
texture is what makes a painting.
I
is
think
what
so
makes
too.
It, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I also like painting when I do paint. I like to play with textures as well, because that is
Exactly,
what
right?
you know. That is what gives it its feel. That
Totally.
differentiates it from.
And it is totally magical because it is a little bit out of control.
Yes.
And it is sort of dialogue with the canvas instead of doing everything manually.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, do you also create abstract art, or do you just only work with, figurative?
I tried. I would like to get there, but I don't feel ready yet.
No, you don't have to. I mean, it's abstract art. It has to come to you, right?
I think so too.
Or it has to come from you.
Yeah.
Like from, you have to be inspired somehow.
Absolutely.
Mostly, I think abstract art it's more with you work with emotions. I think with emotions and So
I love to tell the stories. So the form for me in the pictures is a huge part because it tells the story.
Yeah, and that is a good way to storytell, right?
Exactly.
Storytelling you can actually is a perfect.
It's also easier.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The closest I got to abstract was my cubist paintings, which I brought here.
Yeah.
And sometimes I leave most of the form, but still. It is it is still very concrete picture there.
So what would you say inspires you? Is it
Well, depends which form of art I'm doing. For my landscapes, I get inspiration from nature and from music mostly.
From music? Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fascinating.
It is amazing. When I listen to music, I get ideas of colors and possible harmonies. So that really helps me.
That is interesting. That's very interesting. I know that artists, when they're painting, a lot of artists, they like to listen to music because it just gets them into the mood, gets the emotion all started, I would say, but that you get inspiration from it. That's the first time I'm hearing that. I thought it just puts you in the mood to but that you get inspiration from the harmonies and you connect that with colors. That is really, for me, I think it's fascinating. I'm just hearing that for the first time.
It feels almost like a jamming session sometimes.
Like a what?
Like a jamming session.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, for example, jazz, when I put it on, and it is really inspiring, it feels like playing with a musician just on the canvas.
Yeah, could be true actually, because there's some artworks that I observe, and I'm just like, was this artist listening to jazz?
Yes, exactly.
Because sometimes I'm like, the artist must have been listening to jazz. So being able to create something like this, it's just like, wild sometimes. Okay, so which artist are you most inspired by?
I love René Magritte.
Yeah.
He's my total love.
Yeah.
And then I love George Innes from Tonalist School from the US.
Yeah.
So these are probably the most influential for me.
Yeah. What does art do for you? What does it do for you? Like on a deeper level, on a soulful level, what does it do for you?
I can imagine it's just a way of expressing something which can't be said. So I don't know really how to describe it.
Yeah.
It completes me.
Yeah.
That's
a perfect description. It completes you. Yeah.
I guess that's it, because some feelings don't have a name, or the name does not really fit.
You can't put words to it. There are some feelings you can't put words to. You just feel it.
Exactly.
I totally understand. You just feel it, and you just don't know how to describe it. You can't put words. Words cannot actually describe them.
Exactly.
Those are the feelings that. So that is what art does for you. It completes you. It puts you in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't express it, you see?
It's so hard.
Yeah. So it's not like a meditative process for you. It's not like therapeutic or anything like that. Or is it also part of it? I mean, when you say art completes you, then it does something to you on a on a spiritual level, on a soulful level, on a deeper level,
By all means.
So it's probably, maybe, would you say, therapeutic?
It is
meditative?
definitely. It is definitely because it one basically imprints yourself in that moment. So it is definitely not. It is meditative process to just work with the colors, and then it is also sort of confession of your soul.
Absolutely, it's a confession of the soul. Art is a confession of the soul. Marketa, you just put it in the right words. Yeah, art is a confession of the soul. That's just a great way to put it. So, I like to think of artists as oracles, like, that they have something to share with the world. They have a message, they have something unique, some kind of message or whatever, which they themselves might not even be aware of. So it takes the observer of the artwork to receive whatever it is that was channeled through the artist. I don't know if you understand what I mean, or does it sound like abstract?
Understand.
Okay, all right. Yes. So that is good. Okay, so would you say you're conscious of what your art is trying to tell the world, or you're just completely, separate from that? Does it have a message? Do you have something, a main theme or a topic or message that you're trying to share with the world?
Well,
or you're not conscious of that?
It is, I would say, 50-50.
Yeah?
Because, I'm trying definitely to give messages with my art. Like, for example, show the beauty of the nature, or to tell the story with my other pictures or with illustrations. But then definitely there is also subconscious level. And oftentimes I'm amazed when people tell me, exactly as you say, the observer just looks at the picture and then tell me what is there, and I'm like, that's true. And I didn't
realize it. So that is what was channeled through you for that person. But you were not aware of it.
It happened before. It is always fascinating.
It is.
I feel really blessed for that people see something in there.
Artists are. Yeah, totally. Well, is there anything else you would like to share with the audience?
Not really.
Okay, can you tell us how we can find you? How can the audience find you on social media?
So I have Instagram, I have Facebook, and I have my own website, and they are all interlinked.
So which is your Instagram handle?
My Instagram is mctrill. I can give you it in written form.
Okay, all right.
And my website is mcpaintings.com.
mcpaintings.eu. So you can find Marketa and see more of her paintings and be inspired by her beautiful artworks. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching. See you soon.